I always remember being in it was like a doctor's surgery or something, because we knew there was something wrong with him.
Yeah.
So we took him to a place in Oldham. That was the first time I thought of autism, because it had like signs round of
Really?
things they do, things autistic children.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes, admired for his calm mastery in midfield, has faced a very different kind of challenge in his personal life, raising his autistic son, Aiden, while his footballing genius was celebrated worldwide. Scholes often carried hidden pressures at home. He has spoken about how autism shaped every aspect of their family life, forcing them to build stability around Aiden's needs. The contrast between a loud football world and a sensitive home environment was immense, yet Scholes always chose to put family before fame. Aiden's autism required a routine-driven lifestyle, something the unpredictability of football simply couldn't accommodate. Scholes explained how last-minute changes, long punditry hours, and constant travel disturbed the consistency Aiden relied on. The noise and chaos of stadiums and studios clashed with the calm environment his son needed. As a father, he constantly weighed his career against his child's emotional comfort. In the end, stability for Aiden mattered more than anything else. This reality pushed Scholes to step away from punditry. Despite being one of the game's sharpest analytical voices, he felt he needed to be home, ensuring Aiden had the structure and reassurance essential to his daily life. The decision was not easy, but it was made from deep parental instinct. Scholes recognized that being present carried more value than any TV career. His choice revealed the quiet strength behind a man known for his on-field silence. Scholes has also opened up about the emotional toll the journey took on their family. The early years were filled with uncertainty, confusion, and moments of helplessness as they struggled to understand Aiden's needs. Instead of keeping it private, he shared their experience to raise awareness. He wanted people to know that many families fight silent battles with autism every day. His honesty helped others feel less isolated in their struggles, beyond his own situation. Scholes expressed a desire to support families going through similar challenges. He understands how overwhelming the journey can be, especially when parents feel lost or unsupported. By speaking publicly, he has encouraged conversations that many people are afraid to start. His message is one of empathy, patience, and resilience, and it shows that even football legends face battles far bigger than the game. Paul Scholes has never been the type to seek sympathy, but when he spoke about the realities of raising his son Aiden, fans finally understood the emotional battles he carried for years. Aiden is nonverbal and has severe autism, which requires constant supervision, predictability, and emotional stability. Scholes described how every day brings new challenges, from communication barriers to sensory triggers. The world sees autism as a medical term, but for the Scholes family, it is a full-time reality, one that reshaped their entire way of living. The most difficult part for Scholes was learning to connect with a child who could not express himself through words. Aiden communicates through gestures, habits, and emotional cues, and Scholes had to develop a father's instinct far stronger than anything he ever used on the pitch. He spoke about the heartbreak of wanting to understand every need but not always being able to, yet he never saw Aiden's condition as a burden, only a new way of loving, learning, and adapting. It changed him profoundly as a man and father. As Aiden grew older, his autism symptoms became more severe, demanding an even stricter routine. Scholes described how even the smallest change, waking up late, a different car route, an unexpected visitor, could trigger intense distress for his son. These moments required calm, patience, and immediate support. Scholes understood that his presence brought stability, and that stability mattered more than any football commitment, no matter how big the stage. This is why Scholes stepped back from live punditry despite being respected for his blunt honesty and sharp analysis. Live TV meant unpredictable hours, sudden travel, and chaotic environments, conditions completely incompatible with Aiden's needs. Scholes didn't want to come home exhausted, stressed, or late, knowing that even a slight disruption could unsettle his son. His choice was not a career sacrifice but a parental duty, a responsibility he embraced fully. Scholes revealed that he had been managing these challenges privately throughout his playing career. While fans saw him as a calm, focused midfielder, behind the scenes he was constantly torn between professional obligations and family needs. He often rushed home from training, avoided events, and reduced social commitments just to maintain Aiden's routine. The emotional weight of hiding this struggle made his achievements even more remarkable, if you knew the pressure he carried each day. One of Scholes' most surprising revelations was his belief that Sir Alex Ferguson once dropped him because of his situation at home. Scholes hinted that Ferguson, known for strict discipline and punctual expectations, may have misunderstood his need to be present for Aiden, whether true or not. It shows how deeply intertwined his family life was with his football career. Even at the highest level of the sport, Scholes was fighting a silent battle that few managers or teammates fully understood. The challenge of balancing elite football with the demands of raising a severely autistic child pushed Scholes to emotional limits. Long bus rides, away games, and sudden schedule changes often clashed with the routine his son depended on. Scholes expressed guilt for the times he couldn't be there, for the days when football forced him away from home. This internal conflict shaped the way he viewed the sport in his final years. Football was passion, but family was life. Despite the difficulties, Scholes praised his family, especially his wife Claire, for being the backbone of their journey. While he trained, traveled, and played, she handled most of the daily care, therapy routines, and emotional challenges. Scholes said he felt immense appreciation for her strength and patience. Their shared struggle bonded the family in a way that fame and trophies never could. Behind the quiet household was a family fighting every day with love and resilience. Scholes has spoken about wanting to support other families with autistic children because he knows how isolating the experience can be. Many parents suffer silently, overwhelmed by financial, emotional, and social challenges. Scholes hoped that by sharing his own story, others would feel less alone. His message wasn't about seeking attention but creating awareness. Autism transforms a family in ways the world rarely sees, and Scholes wanted that truth to be known. Today, Paul Scholes' life revolves around bringing stability to his son. He organizes his routine, adjusts his schedule, and continues to learn the best ways to support Aiden's needs. Though he stepped away from football's spotlight, he stepped into a far more meaningful role at home. It is a side of Scholes that fans never witnessed during his playing days, a man defined not just by brilliance on the pitch but by extraordinary patience, commitment, and love of it. Even after Paul Scholes and his ex-wife Claire Froggatt separated in 2020, their commitment to Aiden never wavered. The end of their relationship did not divide their responsibilities as parents. Instead, it strengthened their determination to maintain stability for their son, whose severe autism depends heavily on routine and consistency. Scholes has emphasized that co-parenting Aiden is not a choice but a shared mission, one that continues to unite them despite living separate lives. Their cooperation is built on understanding Aiden's unique needs and ensuring he never feels disruption from the separation. Scholes and Claire coordinate daily routines, therapy schedules, and home environments so Aiden's world stays predictable. They put aside personal differences to prioritize his emotional comfort, knowing even a small change can overwhelm him. Their co-parenting becomes a powerful example of how love can outlast a relationship, especially when a child needs unwavering structure. Scholes has also realized that many families facing similar situations feel isolated, afraid to talk about the pressures, guilt, or emotional toll of raising a child with severe autism. That realization helped push him towards speaking openly about his own journey. By sharing his experiences, mistakes, and moments of vulnerability, he hopes to give strength to parents who feel alone in their struggles. His honesty also helps break the silence around autism in families, especially those dealing with nonverbal children. Through his openness, Scholes aims to show that there is no shame in facing difficulties, exhaustion, or emotional overwhelm. His message is that love, patience, and teamwork can carry families through even the most challenging circumstances. The co-parenting journey he shares with Claire, along with the transparency he now embraces, which creates a powerful continuation of his earlier story, a reminder that the battles off the pitch can define a person far more than the glory on it. As Paul Scholes' story comes to a close, one thing becomes clear. Behind the trophies, the goals, and the legendary status lies a father who chose love over fame every single time. His journey reminds us that the toughest battles are often fought far away from stadium lights. In the quiet corners of home where real strength is tested, Scholes has shown that heroism isn't always about winning matches, it's about showing up for the people who depend on you the most. His dedication to aid, even during the darkest and most exhausting phases, sends a powerful message about responsibility and compassion. Whether it was stepping away from TV work, adjusting every part of his routine, or co-parenting after separation, Scholes proved that true commitment goes beyond career and personal setbacks. His life exemplifies how much a parent is willing to sacrifice for the stability and comfort of their child. It is a form of courage the world rarely sees. The honesty with which he has shared his family's struggles has also opened doors for countless parents who felt their voice didn't matter. By speaking publicly, he turned his pain into guidance, his experience into awareness, and his vulnerability into strength for others. He made it clear that families dealing with autism should never feel alone. His transparency becomes a bridge that connects countless untold stories across the world. Paul Scholes' journey reminds us that behind every public figure lies a private world full of challenges, victories, setbacks, and emotional battles. His story doesn't just highlight autism, it highlights love, resilience, patience, and the power of family unity. It encourages viewers to appreciate the silent sacrifices parents make every day, and the strength it takes to put others before yourself, even when life becomes overwhelming. If you found this story inspiring, powerful, or eye-opening, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps bring more real human stories to light, and keeps us creating content that matters. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more incredible journeys.